Let's have an honest conversation about why you are here. You are likely trading every day, putting in the hours, staring at charts until your eyes burn, but your account balance isn't moving the way you want it to. You might have days where you make $500 and feel like a genius, followed by days where you lose $1,000 and feel like a failure. The problem isn't that you can't read a chart. The problem is that you are judging your success by the wrong metric. Mike Bellafiore, who has hired and fired hundreds of traders at SMB Capital, teaches us that in the beginning, your P&L, profit and loss, is a liar. It can trick you into thinking you are good when you are actually just lucky. This video is going to be a hard reset for your brain. We are going to explore the 15 critical lessons from his book, One Good Trade. We are going to move away from the gambling mindset and start building the professional framework that allows you to survive in this market for the next 20 years, not just the next 20 minutes.
The first major lesson we need to internalize is the difference between a good trade and a winning trade. As humans, we're wired to chase rewards. If you click a button and make money, your brain releases dopamine, telling you, "Good job, do that again." But in trading, this is a trap. You can break every single rule in your trading plan, ignore your stop loss, take too much risk, and still make money because the market moved in your favor by chance. Mike Bellafiore calls this a bad trade. Why? Because it reinforces bad habits that will eventually wipe you out when your luck runs out. On the flip side, you can execute a perfect plan and still lose money. That is a good trade. You must learn to value your execution more than your outcome. This is incredibly hard to do because it goes against human nature. To help with this, you have to stop staring at the scoreboard. Stop watching your P&L tick up and down. When you focus on the money, you trade with fear and greed. When you focus on the chart and the process, you trade with clarity.
Now let's look at the practical side. How do we actually find a trade? Many of you are making the mistake of trading dead stocks. You sit there waiting for a stock to move when it has no reason to. Mike teaches the concept of stocks in play. Think of the market like a jungle. You are a predator. You shouldn't waste energy chasing prey that isn't there. You need to focus only on stocks that have fresh news, high relative volume, and a catalyst. If the stock isn't in play, you don't touch it. Once you find the stock, you need an if-then script. We all know that feeling of freezing up when the candles start moving fast. Your heart races and you panic. To prevent this, you do the thinking before the market opens. You write down, if it breaks this level, then I enter. If it holds this level, then I exit. By doing this, you remove the emotion from the moment. You are simply executing a script you wrote when you were calm. And remember the 12-year-old test. If your strategy is so complex that you can't explain it to a child, you don't understand it well enough to trade it.
Let's talk about the part nobody likes to discuss: losing. You are going to lose. You are going to get ripped. It is mathematically impossible to win every time. The difference between the professional and the amateur is not that the professional wins more, it's that the professional loses better. You must develop a respect for the stop. Your stop loss is your shield. When you move your stop loss because you hope the price will come back, you are lowering your shield in the middle of a battle. That is not bravery, that is suicide. Mike emphasizes that you have to earn your size. Many of you are trading with position sizes that are too big for your skill level. You are trying to pay off your debt or buy a car in 1 month. That pressure will crush you. Start small. Prove to yourself that you can follow the rules with 10 shares before you try to trade 1,000 shares. And when you do have a bad day, and you will, you need resilience. You cannot let one bad trade define your self-worth. In trading, you have to have a short memory for failure, but a long memory for lessons. Finally, we arrive at the secret sauce. This is the boring, unsexy work that 99% of traders skip, which is why 99% of traders fail. You become a great trader after the market closes. Mike Bellafiore says that you don't learn by trading, you learn by reviewing your trading. If you aren't keeping a detailed journal, if you aren't replaying your trades, and if you aren't archiving your best setups, you are simply spinning your wheels. You need to look at your data and ask, am I actually good at breakout trades, or do I just think I am? This review process is what builds intuition. It turns guessing into knowing. And lastly, stop trying to hit home runs. You don't need to double your account in a week. Focus on hitting singles and doubles, consistent small gains. If you focus on the process, manage your risk, and review your work, the one good trade you take today will eventually turn into a lifetime of financial freedom. The goal isn't to be rich tomorrow. The goal is to be a trader forever. The lonely battle. Before we end this video, I want to speak directly to the person behind the screen. I want to speak to you. I know why you are watching this. I know that trading can be the loneliest profession in the world. Your family doesn't understand what you do. Your friends think you are gambling. When you lose money, you can't tell anyone because you feel ashamed. And when you make money, you can't celebrate too loud because you are afraid the market will take it back tomorrow. I know the pain of staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m., wondering if you are smart enough, wondering if you should just quit and go back to a normal job. I know that feeling of despair when you follow all the rules and still get stopped out. It feels personal. It feels like the world is against you. But I'm here to tell you that this pain is not a signal to stop. This pain is the price of admission to the top 1%. The sculpture of self. Mike Bellafiore didn't write One Good Trade just to teach you how to read a chart. He wrote it to teach you how to read yourself. Trading is not about conquering the market. The market is an unmovable force like the ocean. You cannot conquer the ocean. Trading is about conquering the chaos inside your own mind. Every time you refuse to chase a bad stock, you are killing a part of your ego. Every time you take a loss with dignity and don't revenge trade, you are building a muscle of discipline. You are not just building a bank account, you are sculpting a character. You are becoming a person who does not flinch under pressure, a person who acts with logic when everyone else is acting with fear. That version of you, the disciplined, calm, professional you, is waiting on the other side of this struggle.
The myth of the big break. Stop waiting for the big break. Stop waiting for that one lucky crypto coin or that one stock option to make you a millionaire overnight. That is a lottery mentality, and lottery winners always go broke. Real wealth, the kind that lasts for generations, is built brick by brick. It is built by hitting singles and doubles. It is built by the boring, unsexy, repetitive work of showing up every single day. It is about waking up when you don't want to. It is about reviewing your journal when your eyes are tired. It is about saying no to a trade because it doesn't meet your criteria, even though you are desperate to make money. That is what a professional does. An amateur wants the result without the process. A professional loves the process so much that the result becomes inevitable. Your why must be stronger. Why are you doing this? Ask yourself right now, is it for the Lamborghini? Is it for the expensive watch? If it is, you will quit. Material things are not enough fuel to get you through the hell of a drawdown. You need a deeper why. Maybe you are doing this for freedom, the freedom to never answer to a boss again. Maybe you are doing this for your family, to give your children a life you never had. Maybe you are doing this to prove to yourself that you can master the hardest game in the world. Hold on to that why. When the screen is red and your confidence is shattered, that why is the only thing that will keep your finger off the mouse when you want to revenge trade. That why is your anchor in the storm.
The philosophy of one good trade. So what do we do tomorrow? When you sit down at your desk tomorrow morning, I want you to forget about the money, forget about the debts, forget about the goals for 2026. All of that is too heavy to carry. Just focus on one good trade. That is all you have to do, just one. Execute one trade perfectly. Wait for the setup, enter at the right price, set your stop loss, accept the risk. If it works, great, that was one good trade. If it fails, great, that was one good trade. Then take a breath and do it again and again and again. The compound effect of excellence. If you commit to this philosophy, something magical will happen. You won't notice it in a day, you won't notice it in a week, but 6 months from now, you will look back at your journal and you won't recognize the person who wrote it. You will see a trader who is calm, a trader who is patient, a trader who knows that the market cannot hurt them because they have mastered their risk. You will stop being a gambler who gets lucky, and you will become a sniper who never misses. You will build a fortress of discipline that no market crash can destroy. The money you want, the millions, the freedom, the success, it is all just a byproduct of becoming that person.
The call to arms, final push. Listen to me closely. The year 2026 is coming. Time is moving whether you improve or not. You can enter that year as the same frustrated, fearful trader you are today, or you can enter it as a machine of execution. The choice is not made in the future. The choice is made right now. It is made in the very next trade you take. Do not let your emotions hijack your future. Do not let fear steal your dreams. You have the knowledge, you have the tools, and now you have the mindset. The path is hard, the road is lonely, but the view from the top is worth every single tear and every single struggle. So, I have one question for you. Are you ready to stop gambling? Are you ready to stop hoping and starting hunting? If you are still watching this, I know you are part of the 1% who is serious about this game. Prove it to yourself. Go to the comments right now and write this promise to yourself. I will make one good trade. Don't do it for the algorithm. Do it for your subconscious. Make the commitment. We don't chase luck. We chase excellence. Keep your head down, keep your stops tight, and I will see you on the next trade. The call to arms, final push. Listen to me closely. The year 2026 is coming. Time is moving whether you improve or not. You can enter that year as the same frustrated, fearful trader you are today, or you can enter it as a machine of execution. The choice is not made in the future. The choice is made right now. It is made in the very next trade you take. Do not let your emotions hijack your future. Do not let fear steal your dreams. You have the knowledge, you have the tools, and now you have the mindset. The path is hard, the road is lonely, but the view from the top is worth every single tear and every single struggle. So, I have one question for you. Are you ready to stop gambling? Are you ready to stop hoping and starting hunting? If you are still watching this, I know you are part of the 1% who is serious about this game. Prove it to yourself. Go to the comments right now and write this promise to yourself. I will make one good trade. Don't do it for the algorithm. Do it for your subconscious. Make the commitment. We don't chase luck. We chase excellence. Keep your head down, keep your stops tight, and I will see you on the next trade.